All right, shalom, shalom. Like to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, underneath the standard and the banner of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Tali off GMS Boston coming back once again. All right, with a quick impromptu, you know. I'm going to read this first. This is Ezekiel 33. And 30, I'll start at 30. It says, "Also the Son of Man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord." All right. And these people, they do that, right? They come and supposedly they're listening, but in the end, you just find out that it's entertainment for them. But going forward, if the Son of Man did it, the apostles on down are going to have to endure with it as well. And that's what you're seeing. All right, so we're living in the time of prophecy right now, according to this. And it says, "And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness." And as much as we've been out there on the highways and byways, just like the Son of Man was, okay, Yahweh Shai, right? These people still don't hear anything that we got to say, okay? But the day is changing, man, all right? And things are coming to a point, so to speak. It said, "Then lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear the words, but they do them not." All right, repent, come back to the laws and statutes to the best of your ability. All right, while we're in captivity, okay, and your heritage, all right, within finding your heritage, then you'll start acting or being the people that you're supposed to be. Okay, plain and to the point, man. All right. It says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them." Right. And I say all that to say this, right? You got large scale events on the way that's going to usher in the kingdom of heaven, right? Number one being the MOTB, right? And culminating with World War III, all right? And the prophecy is out on World War III, because if you've seen this video, right here, you know that this is a surefire sign that World War III is on its way. And closely with it is the MOTB. All right. So these are two major prophecies that have to come forth before Second Ezra's 13th chapter happens. And let's read Revelation 16 and 12 real quick. All right. Get it real quick. Matter of fact, I had it here. Get it right here. Let's go straight to it. It says Revelation 16 and 12. And it says, "And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. The water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared." All right. When you read the NLT, it says in that very same spot, it says, "Then the sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great Euphrates river, and it dried up, so that the kings from the east could march their armies toward the west without hindrance." Okay, so it's signifying that they're going to be on the move to the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, this is what you're getting ready to see, a large scale event. All right, this is why everything in the Middle East has been pushing to a point or ahead with the biggest war that's about to go down. All right, but in the end, it's only gonna escalate to a point where all missiles are going to be pointed on Babylon the Great, just like it says in Jeremiah 50 and 51, man. Why? Because these nations are mad, right? And you can see what's happening, because why would the Lord put this in prophecy, man, in the scriptures? And then it's playing out, right? Let's go to Joel. Let's go to Joel 3 real quick. Take it there. It says, for in verse 1, Joel 3 and 1, it says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem," right? And if you can read along on the right side, you'll see, right? "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. There, I see Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel." You see? "Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." All right. So this army that's going to cross the great Euphrates is going to head right to where those gutter rats are, man. And it's the Arab nations and the guard onto them that's heading that way. All right, which is Russia, along with Iran, man, and these other countries, right? That's gonna be hot on their tail. And when you look at the way that the world is going financially, right, and this this issuance of the MOTB, right, and hegemony, what that means, look that up, that word hegemony, right? Somebody has to be in charge of this newfound currency, so to speak, right? And just like in World War II, right, with Germany and all these other UN nations against Germany, right? What happened was they fought the war, but then they started battling between themselves, man. And it's going to happen again. They're going to set up something on one accord, right? And then soon after, they get to their final decision, something's going to pop off. And the reason why, you know, the men of the Lord or prophets know this, right, is because when you go back to First Maccabees. Let's get that real quick and prove something. So this is the point that I want to grab real quick. So this is First Maccabees 1:9, and it says, "And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. And the evils that were multiplied in the earth was this, right? Because these generals, Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus, initially spend their time warring with each other for more territory, but even as they ravaged the land with battles, their very presence in the region encouraged the diffusion of Hellenization, which had been established by Alexander." All right, so in today's World War III, that's about to happen, right? You got to look at once these nations have the war with the hegemony, which is Babylon the Great, they're going to sit there and they're going to try to start fighting one another on the spot, okay? And this is how the Lord put it, all right? This is the time of prophecy that we're living in. This is what we got to look forward to before the kingdom of heaven comes, all right? And after they meet in the valley of Jehoshaphat, then they turn their weapons okay, on Babylon the Great, and those ICBM missiles, all right? That's going to usher in at that same time. Let's get it. And go back to let me see, Second Ezra 13. All right. Let's jump down to the point. It says, "But I have." Second Ezra 13:6. It says, "But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it." All right. Well, let's go up some. Yeah, I start at this 6:6. All right. "And flew upon it." It says, "But I will have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight." Okay? And that's what you're getting ready to see, man. All culminating with the MOTB being brought out, along with this great war that's about to happen, World War III. Okay, the war that Ezra seen. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. That's exactly what's going to play out, man. Right? When? I don't know, but this is what the scriptures say. But since we already met face to face with, the people realizing that a prophet is amongst them, all right? The only thing that I conclude is, let's get this last scripture, and then that'll be it. And this also marks that the gospel has spread around the earth. All right. It says, Matthew 24:14, and the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Right? When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy places, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. All right, and this is salvation going on all at the same time as well. And it says, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Okay. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not, and Yahushua, not Christ. Okay, for there shall rise false prophets, false anointed, okay, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. All right. So what we're doing is we're playing out the prophecies that Yahushua had left for us. Because why? Because he's the spirit of prophecy, and he's telling us play by play of how it's going to go down. Okay. So definitely, this is it, man. This is the end of days right here. This is the last days of the last days, man. As soon as that MOTB comes out, hey, it's gonna be on and popping. The time of Jacob's trouble, everything's gonna be culminating one on each other. All right, all at the same time, pretty much. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Abal Babal, and Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.